Hola.
Hola.
Okay, I know you don't like losing.
No.
Talk me through today.
Yeah, those are heartbreaking losses. 2 seconds, I can think of 20 seconds we lost out there just through small mistakes, tacks that weren't quite right, lay lines where we came in a little bit tight. So those small losses where you just lose, they're the ones you really beat yourself up over. And yeah, I'm kind of doing that at the moment. But at the same time, I think we left. If we sailed 2 perfect races and we lost there today, I'd be pretty upset right now because I'd be thinking it's over. But we made enough mistakes to, if we didn't make those mistakes, we would win those races. So I still think we can win, and I'm confident in our team. We're gonna be faster tomorrow than we were today, and I still reckon we can win 2 races tomorrow, no problem.
100%, because you've got big gains to make with Calabrese. I mean, all these teams are looking for little incremental differences, and you've got big gains to make.
Yeah, I mean, Lucas, I don't know how many days. He's probably done 7 days on this boat in his life, and I mean, Goody and I had over 70 days together. And so Lucas, I don't think he's even sailed in those conditions before, and in that first bottom mark against Luna Rossa where we lost all that time, I don't think he's done a 2-board turn up at 45 knots before. So, I mean, he's learning on the go, and he's doing an unbelievable job. He had 20 situations today where it could have gone either way because he hadn't done that manoeuvre before, but he's rising to the occasion. He's going to be stronger tomorrow. He's going to be better tomorrow than he was today. Hopefully I'll be better than tomorrow than I was today. And our team, we know that if we make a few improvements, we can win these races. It's right there. I don't know what the biggest loss is, 20 seconds or something, but it's 4 races within 20 seconds in a 23-minute race. It's not much we're looking for. And I've got full confidence in our team that if we perform tomorrow, we'll win 2 races.
Everyone's cheering you on, Tommy.
Yeah, I know. I think everyone came in and everyone said, "Oh, geez, that was a great race, even though you lost by 2 seconds." I said, I'd prefer the most boring race in history and us win by 1 second than that. It's, as a competitor, they're brutal, and I'm glad everyone's happy. It was an exciting race, but I'm pretty upset about it. And but as I said, there's mistakes that we're making, and don't get bitter, get better.
Get better.
Exactly.
See you, mate.
Cheers, thanks.
You're welcome. Hello, friend. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thanks.
Another good day at the office?
Yeah, it was an awesome day. Fantastic conditions in Barcelona. Like, we absolutely obviously love those 14 to 15 knots, and not too wavy. The boats are awesome.
The boats are incredibly awesome. Nice to see some good weather. I mean, it's been quite tricky, quite shifty, quite variable. Do you feel confident now stretching your legs in those conditions rather than maybe yesterday, whereas maybe you could have blamed picking pressure?
I think it's always difficult when you get marginal conditions with big holes round. Regardless of how fast you are, you've got to keep the boat on its feet at the end of the day. Whereas today, there's almost a different type of focus, really trying to lock the boat in, lock the heel in, and keep the boat wound up. So it's a lot of fun, but sometimes you hear a little less chat as we're really locking into sailing the boat fast.
It was super interesting, actually. You heard some of the commentators were like, "Hello, is anybody there?" Because you were all locking in across all 4 boats. Are we going to hear that more as the competition goes on, that you're actually getting into that mode where you don't have to speak, maybe?
Certainly, when it gets breezier, trying to lock the boat in that wind is quite challenging. So I think that it's just a breeze strength thing. I think ultimately it's hard work.
Now, I was talking to Freddie yesterday. I didn't talk to yourself, and you're beating Alinghi with some margin. So you've got to be pretty confident now that you're going to make the final.
Yeah, it's looking good, 4-0 up, but we know that this game, it can change. We can have gear failure, anything can happen. So we know we need to keep pushing hard. As you probably saw today, we're definitely not taking our foot off the gas.
Yeah, no, you didn't take your foot off the gas, and you're getting through these questions mighty quickly as well. What can we expect tomorrow?
I think maybe more of the same. Maybe Alinghi going to be pushing even harder. So we'll have to take care in the pre-start, and hopefully can get another win on the board.
That was the most exciting action that we saw in the racing with you guys, was in the pre-start, and then it was off to you just ripping around the track. Are you worried about them getting aggressive? Are you worried about the asset at all?
I think they've always been sort of aggressive this semi-final, so we knew that they were going to come out, fighting. But we didn't back down, as you saw.
Yep, you didn't at all. Good luck.
Thanks.
You're welcome. How's your day, Jimmy?
Not too bad, yeah. 2 fun races against two even teams. So yeah, it was just a good fight in the water, really.
It actually was really good to watch, can I tell you?
Yeah, look, I mean, I'd say this whole semi-finals has been just a real fight the whole way. Very, very tough for both teams. So yeah, great racing.
Close racing today, but you seemed a little bit more comfortable today, a little bit speedier, a few less errors.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think there were just less errors from us yesterday. It was a difficult day yesterday. It was easy to make errors, but today we definitely spent a bit of time going through what we had to work on. But it was still tough. I mean, that last race, those guys were just breathing down our necks the whole time. But again, good for the team to go through that because it's a good confidence boost that you can still pull it off.
Now it's 4-0, but I just spoke to Tommy and they do have some big gains to make because Calabrese is just coming into his own. Are you worried at all?
Well, we're not going to change anything on our end. Whether you're 4 up or 4 down, it's still one race at a time. We'll stick to our process and plan and get ready for another big fight tomorrow.
A big fight indeed, and it looks like meanwhile INEOS Britannia are having an easier fight. Do you think that's a good or a bad thing?
To be quite honest, we're not even thinking about INEOS or Alinghi. They've got their own little game to play. We've got enough on just getting ready for the fight with the Americans.
Excellent. True class as always, Jimmy.
Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome.